Welcome, everyone, to a piece of college football history as we crown this season's national champion. There's been so much that's gone into getting here, twists and turns, and now it builds to this, the battle for supremacy. And it almost feels like we were destined to get to this point. The top two seeds of the college football playoff have survived. They've been on a collision course all season long. They've come through the challenges and the distractions, and now they'll fight for that beautiful trophy. As we'll see the number 2 seed in this playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a team from the ACC, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. And the kickoff will be a return. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. First down here for this offense. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. An effective play, good for a first down at the 35.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
A quick throw out left, complete. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down. You see more positive yards after the catch here.
They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
On first down, why not keep it on the ground? They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
Running back with the football. He's taken down, but that's a nice gain. They'll spot the ball now at the 35.
Well, this is what the offensive coordinator told us yesterday, Chris, in our production meeting. They thought they had an advantage up front with the line of scrimmage, and on this opening drive, we continue to see the offensive line and this back putting up positive yards.
On first down, it's play action. Bringing pressure. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
As expected, this Alabama defense is laying the wood and living in the backfield of their opponent. Such upfield speed, it's dangerous.
That sack makes it second down and forever. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Caught over the middle. It's McMillan. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line. And the Mustangs will have first and 10 here. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs. And wow, that is how you kick off a national championship game, Kirk.
Man, Chris, you're exactly right. This offense came out with the mindset that they're not going to wait around and wait for this defense to get settled in. They're going to punch them straight in the mouth and assert themselves. What a championship-level statement that was.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Let's it fly to the wideout. He makes the grab. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Boy, if I'm the defensive coordinator, you can't leave the middle of the field that wide open. Makes it so easy for the quarterback to read and recognize and get the ball out of his hands for a first down.
He'll hand it off. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Short connection to the tight end here.
Hey, Chris, give him credit. It was nice technique to be able to hold on for that catch and stay in bounds, but he didn't go very far.
They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Catch made by the tight end. And they pick up the first down, tackled at the 25.
Well, it's a good thing they pick up the first down here because it would have been interesting to see. They were kind of in that no man's area there. If they did not pick up the first down, would they have kicked the field goal or would they have gone for it? But here, doesn't matter. Nice first down.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab down the middle. It's Davis. But a huge collision. Blow delivered there by the linebacker.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. On 3rd and short, they hand the ball off. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first period of play. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. So a long, methodical scoring drive. Great execution with championship pressure, Kirk.
Man, this is the biggest stage that you can play on. You're in the national championship, and drives like that are going to wear down the opponent physically and mentally. This wasn't an accident. They were very intentional on how they worked their way down the field, and it pays off in the end.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Bishop. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Offense getting set. Second down play here. And they'll give it to the back. Tackled at the 35. Good enough for a first down. The Mustangs come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass this time. The pass rush closing in. And he's got his man open downfield. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. Ouch. Late contact with the quarterback. An obvious call. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Handoff from the shotgun. And they tackle him, but a solid gain down to around the 5-yard line.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
So 2 big plays in a row. The defense is reeling here. Now it's first and goal. Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU. So a quarterback who can escape and score like that, what a boost for this offense.
Yeah, and quarterbacks like this who can scramble are so hard to defend because the defense is so caught up in coverage and defending the pass. By the time they realize what's happening, there's no chance of stopping them from scoring.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Tackle made on the play at the 29-yard line.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, for this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control.
Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
Well, they're going to go with a play fake here. The only problem is no one on the defense bit at all on the play action. The results are a big sack for this defense.
They go backwards on first down, so it's second and long from the 19. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Pressure comes, and once again, no escape.
Chris, I think we're starting to see a theme here in this national championship, and to me, it's this defensive pressure. I don't know if I thought that prior to this game, but now that we're watching it here in this first half, that's the second sack. They're getting after this quarterback in a big way today.
Drops back, looking to throw on third and forever. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up fourth down.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And the ball is away from inside the 10. And this one's going to be spotted down just outside the 40-yard line. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. They scored a touchdown on their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. And he's looking to make a big play downfield. Oh, and he's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Ponies. Just ran away from the defense.
Chris, this guy's listed as a tight end, but to me, he's really a wide receiver. Here's an example of how he can use his size and speed to overmatch this defense for a touchdown.
With the extra point, the lead is 14. Now they get set to kick it away. Return starts from inside the 5. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The last time they were forced to punt it away. Can they get points out of this possession? Quick throw testing the middle. Tried to squeeze one in there, but it's incomplete. Second down play coming up for this offense. From the shotgun, drops back. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
He didn't really seem to feel like he had anybody open. He just puts it up in the air, and the defense says, thank you, we'll take it.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes a quick catch. And uses his speed to pick up solid yardage.
That's another positive gain here for this offense, and this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Snags a quick throw. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
And I love that they continue to go back to this talented wide receiver. That's back-to-back plays with big gains, and it's not surprising. Like I said, the scouting report all week long, we heard about this guy's ability to make plays against this defense, and the quarterback and the receiver right now have a nice rhythm going.
Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Trying for the touchdown on the right side, and he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Offense moving backwards after that holding penalty. Second down and goal. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. And the defense swarms him. They've got him behind the line of scrimmage. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Great job by the defense so far. It's third and goal from a long way out. Play action fake. Looking to throw. And they chase him down outside the pocket for a sack. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. And here comes the field goal unit onto the field. Oh, and it's blocked. Somebody got a hand on it. The defense has got it. It's still a live ball. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Catch hauled in here over the middle. An explosive play. Big gain. Spotted down near the 37. First down. Clock stops for a moment, but no huddle here. They've got to hurry. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Tackle made after the completion. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag, doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
I can't believe the amount of pressure this defense is getting on this quarterback. Sack after sack. Well, you've got to think about changing things up. The snap count, the scheme, anything at all to help this offensive line. They're overmatched so far in this game.
And the punt team now on to kick it away. Running it back, it's Bishop. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking to make a big play downfield. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the first half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Mustangs will kick this away to begin the second half. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. Stiff arms the man. Throws the stiff arm. Now he's into the open field. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
What a touchdown. Anytime you see a play go for that many yards, everything has to come together. The offensive line did their job, the running back's vision and instincts and speed, and the play caller setting up the perfect personnel group, formation, and play call. It all came together, and they get the big score.
Point after, up and good. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. First down, looking to throw the football. Finds an open target on the left side. That's a big hit at the end, but they earn a fresh set of downs.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes this defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game, they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
Makes a quick grab. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Ball handed off. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? Can he get there on the ground? Breaks loose at the 40. Tackle made after a big gain.
Boy, just a blown opportunity here by this defense. They got him to 3rd down, a chance to potentially get them off the field. And the fact that they're trailing, they needed to make a play. But you got to give credit to this offense. In the national championship, that big offensive line opened up.
And the sack is made. That's a nice play there by the sophomore.
Boy, another great play by an Alabama defensive lineman. And you just think about over the years, probably the last 30 years, going all the way back to John Copeland on that 1992 Alabama defense. Most recently, guys like Jonathan Allen, Deron Payne, Quentin Williams. You can always count on Bama having great defensive linemen and difference makers.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And the punt lands out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they'll spot it here. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. The last possession was a 1-play touchdown drive on the ground. See if the offensive line can continue to create some big lanes. They tackle him about the 14. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And here's the handoff. Running with purpose. And they'll stop him after a short gain. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this 1st down. Try and muscle for the 1st down. Looks like Alabama will have the 1st down.
Good job up front by that offensive line, getting a good push to be able to allow the back to pick up this 1st down. This is an important drive for this offense. Now that they got a 1st down, they can open up this playbook and keep attacking this defense.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. And it's incomplete. Even in a 1st down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Chris, I got to be honest. I mean, this is the national championship. We've seen so much out of this quarterback throughout the year and these receivers, and yet here in this biggest stage, they cannot do anything through the air. The timing is off.
Caught way downfield for a huge gain. They bring him down, but not before an explosive play through this offense through the air. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. You make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
He's moving out of the pocket now. It's a risky pass. He gets away with it. Almost the 2nd interception for this defense today.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Offense looking to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. And the quarterback dropping back. Receiver makes the catch. Takes the football inside the 30, and that's a 1st down.
Boy, the defense missed an opportunity to here put a lot of pressure on this offense. They allow them to convert. They could have got them to 4th down with the lead that they have. Boy, this could have been a knockout punch.
He picks up 9, so just short of the first down, 2nd and 1.
Boy, this back is having some kind of game today. He just continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over 150 yards now, and this defense has no real answers in trying to keep him contained.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. It's a quick grab. They finally tackle him down at the 1 after that catch and run.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. They can't punch it in on the ground. The defense holding firm there on 1st down.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
2nd and goal for the offense. They'll try to run this one in. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Tide. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship, and you're able to execute like that against this quality of a defense, and that is a great job by the coordinator and the quarterback being in sync and putting together a heck of a drive.
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's Bishop. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, that was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get...
He'll take a deep shot. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. And they bring him down, but that's enough for a first down as the clock runs down here in the 3rd quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
That's just not a whole lot of options here for this quarterback on the RPO. The defense, give them credit. They did a nice job of sniffing it out. I wouldn't be surprised if the quarterback is second-guessing that decision of giving it to the back instead of pulling that and either running it himself or maybe making a nice throw.
They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
How about the offensive line here? Just a hat on a hat, opening up just enough room for the back to squeeze through there for a nice gain.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And looking to throw now on first down. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
That's another accurate throw by this quarterback. And Chris, when we did our prep to get ready for the national championship, we all knew that this quarterback potentially could have a big day. But I didn't expect him to get into this kind of zone. This guy cannot miss. Just having one of those dream performances.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Completion nets about 9 yards, not enough for the first, and it's 4th down. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. Knocks that one right down the middle. And with that, they regain the lead.
Well, you talk about a clutch kick. Good job by the snapper and the holder. The kicker gives them the lead. But remember, this one is certainly a long way from being over here in the fourth.
They'll return it from inside the 5. Returner tackle right there. That's when they'll start the drive. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
Every now and then, we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen, what the offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good, too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
Pass complete. It's second down now. An inside give now from the shotgun. And that's good for a first down near the 40.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And he'll set up to throw. Looking to scramble. He'll throw it now. Pass is caught.
And that is always the toughest thing for a defense, when you cover the initial routes by the receivers, but then they start their second routes adjusting to the quarterback scramble, and they're able to get open. And when you have a quarterback who can run around and buy time, it makes it so much tougher on coverage.
Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. He's brought down, but the gain moves the ball to the 39.
Chris, that's a great example of his arm strength. He just fired the ball in there much quicker than the defense could even react.
Here's a 1st and 10 play. Quarterback drops back. Pressure is coming. Goes to his right side there for the completion. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Man, give the defense a lot of credit. You're taking away the elite receiver. That primary target forces the quarterback to find a second or third option. He gets positive yards, but anytime you can take away the big play late in the game, it's going to help you be able to secure victory.
Third down. They don't gain anything from here. It's a 51-yard field goal try. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the third down pressure worked. So here it is, a pressure moment. The field goal team on the field, a lot riding on this kick. This will be a long-range attempt, 51 yards out. He missed it. Field goal, no good. A missed chance to tie this game. Still down by 3.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Caught quickly. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Breaks loose at the 45. Powering through the defender. Out of bounds, but not before a big game. This offense is ripping the defense apart today.
Well, a big chunk play to pick up the first down. Now, don't get me wrong, he went out of bounds, but by getting that first down, new set of downs, continue to milk that clock and try to get this win.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Now, this defense is going to have to mix up some looks because this back has had a monster day in the national championship. Running inside, running outside, the defense has got to do a good job of locking in on him to negate his big play ability.
And the single back takes the handoff, and that run produces a decent gain. And the defense will spend a timeout here, stopping the clock with 21 seconds remaining. So it's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Gain moves it to the 24. That's a fresh set of downs.
Another positive gain by this back. I'll tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
And that'll do it. We have a national champion. They're the last team standing at the top of the mountain curve, national champions.
Well, it's been so much fun to watch this team play all year long. They've had some challenging moments. They've been able to overcome them. And how fitting, a close game in the national championship. They come through one more time. And as you say, they hold the trophy. They are the national champions of the year.
Well, that's it. Dramatic punctuation to another outstanding season of college football. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. Officially, your kings of the college football world and national champions, the SMU Mustangs.